Hey guys, I am going to show you a super easy thing that you can do with your kids on a rainy day. It's making your own homemade Play-Doh, and I made some right here. I have made a red, a blue, and a yellow, and I'm going to show you how you can make green. And of course you can make any color that you want, but I'll show you how easy it is to make Play-Doh, and it pretty much takes 10 minutes or less. So first ingredient is you start with a half a cup of flour. So just scoop some flour in, measure it out, and this is making a half a batch, so it's just going to make one of those little balls. Of course you can double it, make it as big as you want. So you start with that, you put that in the pan, and then I'm going to finish with my dry ingredients. So we use 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar, so just measure that out. It doesn't have to be, exact, but pretty close. And then we do salt. So, and because I'm having this recipe, the recipe for this is 2 tablespoons, so 2.5 tablespoons, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So kind of a lot of salt, but you're not eating it, so it won't matter. Next, after this, then that's when we will add the water, mix it all together, and make sure that it is nice and smooth. So water, 1/2 cup of water, so equal to the amount of flour that you put in. And then we also need 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. I have canola oil, same thing. If you didn't have vegetable oil or canola oil, you could probably use olive oil as well. So just 1/2 tablespoon of that. And that's it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on about medium low. And then we're just going to mix it all together, make sure that it's smooth. You just don't want all the lumps in there of flour. So once it's smooth and the heat starts getting at it, what will happen is you'll be able to see that it's starting to get a little thicker. And once it gets thicker, that's when you want to add whatever food coloring you'd want to use to make the color that you're looking for. So our mixture is getting a little thick now, so the next step is to add some food coloring. I just picked up normal food coloring that you'd find at the grocery store, 4 basic colors. You can change them and mix them together to form different colors. I'm gonna do green. So you just add in, for green and some other colors, you add in quite a bit to get this, amount of color that you want. Yellow, I found that you didn't need very much yellow. So what you do is you just mix it all up, get the color and consistency that you want. And it may look a little lumpy now, but once it starts forming and gets a little thicker, you won't notice that at all, and it'll get really smooth. And I like this color, so I think I'm going to stick with this. And you can see it's starting to get really thick and get into starting to forming a ball, and that's what you're looking for. So once it starts clumping up and collecting on your spoon, that's a good sign. So that means it's starting to work into what we know as, Play-Doh for the kids. So it's almost done, and I have a little bit of white that you can see that I got from my spoon. So you just mix that in, and then you form the ball, and then this looks pretty good. So what you would do is, next step would be to just take it out of the pan, and it comes out really clean. The pan is pretty clean. What I did with these ones is just cleaned out the pan, wiped it down, and then started a new batch. So if you want a bunch of different colors, it's pretty easy. Next step is just place this, and it's not very hot, so place this on a plate, and then let it cool. You mix it up a little, because sometimes you'll see that there's a little bit of white in here. Once you mix it up and form it with your hands, it'll all blend together and it'll be perfect. So hopefully this is a good idea, and you can try this with the kids on a rainy day.